don't get this.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside. this first quarter. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And now Trubisky. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Trubisky.
In there, a nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Trubisky to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Trubisky will throw. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
That's good for an Eagles. 79 Broncos. 18. Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go, Eagles.
They go play action with Hurts. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Eagles 0.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. It's brought in by Harris. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions.
To take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Drop 60, drop 60. 60 average, 60 average.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Brown from 17 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, look.
But 1st down, Hurts. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
On 2nd down, Cook. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. Cook up the gut. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Timeouts. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Second down and 3. Harris running straight ahead, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
It's complete to Cook. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Hurts. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Hurts sets up to throw it. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Touchdown, Eagles! Amari Cooper. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Going deep here for Watkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here we go. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now it's Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Looking to throw. Touchdown! Chris Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by John Johnson. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll drop to throw. They still can't get it. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. You're about ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On second and 7, Trubisky with a catch made by Johnson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll leave him with third and a full yard to go. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down. They run for it with Harris, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Going to let this go. Back of the end zone, and that is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Okay, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
60 back, yeah.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Johnson's got it complete. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And this one too low.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Davion Taylor, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make it.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. The 40. The 20. 10. 5. And he brings...
Have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going deep here for Watkins. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He finds Pickens over the middle. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. And the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for the Eagles, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby, yeah. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby, yeah. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Fourth and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look, see, I was the high school slick.